I had always dreamed of living in a small town where everyone knew each other and life was simple. So when my family moved to the quaint suburban town of Glenwood, I was ecstatic. The rows of picturesque houses and friendly neighbors made it seem like a dream come true. Little did I know, the town held a sinister secret that would turn my dream into a nightmare. It all started with the strange occurrences that plagued the town. People would go missing, their homes would be ransacked, and strange symbols would appear on the walls. The residents whispered about the town's dark history, but no one dared to speak of it openly. I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease every time I walked the streets, as if I was being watched. But it wasn't until one fateful night that I stumbled upon the truth. I was walking home from school when I heard a faint cry for help. Curiosity got the best of me, and I followed the sound to an abandoned house on the outskirts of town. The front door was slightly open, and the cry seemed to be coming from inside. As I cautiously entered the house, the smell of decay and rot hit my nostrils. But I couldn't turn back now. The cries were getting louder. I made my way through the dark and dusty rooms until I stumbled upon a secret room hidden behind a bookshelf. Inside, I found a group of people with hollow eyes and blank expressions. They were all wearing identical robes and chanting in a language I couldn't understand. My blood ran cold as I realized they were conducting some sort of ritual. And then I saw her, my neighbor, Mrs. Henderson, lying on the floor with a look of terror on her face. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. These people were sacrificing their own neighbors to some unknown force. Without thinking, I let out a scream, alerting the cultists to my presence. They turned towards me with angry glares, and I knew I had to get out of there before it was too late. I ran out of the house as fast as I could, not looking back until I reached the safety of my own home. I locked all the doors and windows, my heart pounding with fear. The next day, I went to the police and told them everything. But they didn't believe me. They said I must have imagined it all. But I knew what I saw was real, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched. It wasn't until a few weeks later that I found out the truth. The cult was real, and my own family was a part of it. They had been brainwashed by the cult's leader, who had been living in our town for years, disguised as a friendly neighbor. I couldn't believe it. My perfect little town was hiding such a dark secret, and my own family was a part of it. I had to leave, for my own safety. I packed my bags and left Glenwood, never looking back. But the memories of that night will haunt me forever. And I can't help but wonder what other secrets are lurking in the quiet suburbs of small towns.